Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the tea. So today we're talking about Kehlani, and she talks about her relationship with YG and why they broke up.
Kehlani, for you moving forward, right? You think you would want to be in an open relationship because that's something that you discuss. So is that something you feel like that's what you can envision?
Well, I mean, to be honest, the last one was kind of open. And I think that's what the big deal was about the situation that had happened, was because I did give the space for communication and it to be open, and it wasn't kind of honored, which kind of made it worse when you're like, hey, I low-key am saying any, shit can go down as long as everything's communicated and everyone's adult, because I know how this life is, and I'm not really a big tripper off of most things in general. But yeah, I think it's all possible. I think it's about where you're at with it. I think it's about what matters to you as a person, and certain things I really genuinely don't care about, and certain things, bother me more than other things. So I think it's all possible. I think being with the right mature person, or not even, I won't say mature because it has nothing to do with maturity, but if that's what they want to do and that's where I'm also at with it, then it's always possible.
So you wasn't mad at the cheating. You wasn't mad at the
need an
cheating. You was mad at the communication. There was no communication.
Yeah, it was a lot of lies and a lot of covering up, and that's what I'm saying, when it was like deep and it was like intricate. It wasn't like a simple, like, I found out the basics of something. It was deep and it was intricate, and it was like a big weaving of something that turned into something else that just like, that's why I never spoke up on the outside the club thing, because that wasn't something that mattered to me. That wasn't a rule breaking situation. I was like, I just don't feel like getting online and deeply explaining that is not a situation that matters to me. Then I got to deal with everybody, coming at my mentality about an open relationship. So
Could you define what open is? Because I'm old. I need to know what open means. What does open mean?
I mean, I think it's whatever boundaries you guys set with each other. If you decide to, like, what matters to you, it's like, if it doesn't matter to me that you can date other people, that doesn't matter to me. It's like each one of those relationships has to be set by each little rule with the two people. Like, it's not like a formula for an open relationship. It's like, does sex matter to me with somebody else? Does dating someone, just seeing someone, hanging out with someone matter to me? Does texting someone matter to me? You have to go through each individual step with those things. So I personally can't define an open relationship for anybody else.
So for you though, if I fuck somebody else when I'm with you, is that part of your open relationship checklist?
I think it depends on what type of sexual relationship that you're having outside of mine. I'm very, very, very big on sexual safety and sexual health. I'm
honesty.
Very big on honesty. I'm very big on communicating if there are all parties involved, giving consent for it, and being in the know of what's going on. Like, if there's three parties and, there's three people being sexually active with each other, they need to be on fully the same page. They need to all be fully on the same page health-wise, just all of these things. You know what I'm saying? Right. So for me, it's like honesty, everybody being on the same page, everybody being 100% in the know, nobody being left out, and that's that.
And so it was okay for you to see other people as well, though, because sometimes for guys, an open relationship is them doing them, but you not.
Yeah, he wasn't super down, but I also wasn't interested. Like, he was like, I don't like the idea of that, but if it comes up, he was like very like, I don't know how to explain it. He was a guy, so I will say that. Right. And he was like, this is new for me, and I've never had anybody introduce me to this concept. So if it comes up, but it never came up because I just wasn't interested. I'm so busy with my daughter making an album, and with the relationship that I did have, it wasn't a thing for me.
Would he mind you being with other women?
Huh?
Would he mind you being with other women?
Yeah, because honestly, he wasn't, he doesn't have this weird kind of like masculine, awkward look at like sexual or romantic relationships with women. Like, he wasn't like, it's a girl, so it don't matter. He was like, no, you really like girls and you could really fall in love with girls. So like, I don't need you going and falling in love with a girl.
Girls could do a lot of other things that I don't know how to do. She can eat better than I can. She can do a lot of I get it.
I think it's more so the emotional connection he was scared of. Because I'm thinking you saw some text messages from YG, and those text messages were a little bit too emotionally connected. Whoever he was reaching out to, they were a little bit too emotionally connected for your liking.
They were just intricate and strategic and dishonest. I wouldn't even.
Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to comment and subscribe.